Welcome into Breaking Bread. AJ, Will, JD, Darian, full house today. And let me go ahead and bring Will on as he is giving us a call from a secret location, probably somewhere in the bunker somewhere, coming up with a new recipe, for a burger. How y'all gentlemen doing today? We'll start with Will. How you doing, man?
Man, I am sunny side up and 1 foot in front of the other. God is good.
Amen. Love it. What about you, Darren?
I'm good, man. I am a little tired, but for the most part, I feel good.
Welcome to the welcome having a big man's job, a big boy's job.
Yeah, it's not the same. I can say that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's good though.
Yeah,
I'm enjoying it.
I can hear the excitement in your voice.
It's just hey, look, it's a new norm. I'm trying to get used to.
Yeah. JD, I know we've been kind of chit-chatting throughout the day. How's everything on your end, man?
Man, it's going all right, except I have an echo.
Oh, perfect. I can't hear.
Yeah,
I think
JD.
I think yourself is muted. But anyway, 205-545-9950. That's how you get into the radio show, Breaking Bread. Also, 205-44 Bread. Might have a special guest talking about Taco Fest and some other things as well, too. But before we do all that, let's go ahead and keep things moving with Crocker Moving Services. CrockerMovingServices.com. CrockerMovingServices.com. Great moving company, very professional when it comes to your move. And I'm just saying, if you really want top-notch service, you're going to want to work with a top-notch company. That is Crocker Moving Services. I've used them to help me with a move, and I'm telling you, it was great. It was efficient, and it made me love moving again. So if you want a professional moving company to help you out with your move, no matter how big or small, reach out to the moving professionals. CrockerMovingServices.com, CrockerMovingServices.com.
Why are there so many mute buttons?
There you are.
There you go.
How you
Oh
doing,
my
JD?
gosh. Can y'all hear the echo?
No,
No,
don't
I
hear the
can't
echo.
hear the echo.
Good, I'll just deal with it on my end. But
Yeah.
we reset the Taz cam last night to kind of hopefully fix some of these issues, and it just reset everything.
Yeah, I can hear the excitement in your voice as well too. I know.
Yeah.
I'm glad you were muted because I could only imagine the words that came out your mouth.
No, I wouldn't say anything. I'm trying and keep it clean because I don't ever
keep it
know if
PG
it's
for
muted
us.
or not.
That mic is hot.
Yeah.
All mics are hot.
You know what's a candle smell that I hope that they don't ever make, and you can kind of smell it if you're in the hallways here at the radio station, is burnt coffee.
Yeah.
Coffee that's been sitting on a burner for
We don't need that.
all day long, and that smell is just penetrating everywhere. That's the worst candle smell I think anyone can come up with. I just want to throw that out there. So
Burning hair would be burning singed hair.
Yeah, yeah, that's another one. Burnt popcorn is another one too.
Yeah, that's up there, right? Yeah.
Unclean body parts.
Yeah. You know, those who have a lot of hair under their armpits and then decide, you know what, I'm gonna go with the old natural deodorant. Now put some of the aluminum back in that. That kind of helps. Corn chips. That feet that's been sitting in vinegar all day, that's or socks.
We don't need none of that.
No.
We don't need the athletic corn chip flavor.
Like that.
Morning
The
breath.
gym.
Ooh, yeah.
Wait,
yeah.
wait. Are you saying that when your feet sweat, they smell like corn chips?
Some people's feet, some people's feet be smelling like corn chips.
Well, I mean, I just didn't know if that was like a personal, like some personal experience, because it was just random. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could have said anything. You could have been like Oreo cookies or,
Right.
I don't know, brats. You know what I'm saying? Like,
But these are supposed to be bad smells. But yeah, I don't think.
Well, I mean, so you don't like the smell of corn chips?
I mean, I like the smell of corn chips, not on somebody's feet though.
Sounds
Yeah,
like a
but I
yeast
mean,
problem.
if like,
Yeah, it does sound
Like-
very yeasty.
I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't have that smell. I just know I just remember somebody's foot smelling like corn chips, and it's like, bro, you got a medical problem. Like, your feet is not supposed to smell like that.
I mean, it just seems like of all the things your feet could smell like if your feet are super sweaty and like they just smell like corn chips, that like who's gonna complain about corn chips?
Well, I mean, I think you might complain if somebody's feet would smell like corn chips. It's just like eggs. You know, hard-boiled eggs. You know, you get that sulfur smell, right?
I love hard-boiled eggs.
Right, but then when somebody lets one out and it smells like that, you're like, I want some deviled eggs. You're like,
well, no,
bro,
that's
roll down the window.
That's a far different. That's a far different smell than corn chips. That's all I'm saying. I'm just saying corn chips don't smell that don't like smell funky.
Teach their own. Teach their own. I just wanted to throw it out there, and also, I didn't know, and this is for a long time. You know Dove, right? The soap, right?
Yeah.
I was like
three-quarters moisturizing cream.
Exactly. I was like, did they also make chocolate? Because how is like Dove and Dove not like a
yeah? Because they do make it is a chocolate brand as well.
Yeah, so I was like, well, when did Dove start making like chocolate, or is it two separate companies? I it was just like a.
It actually Dove, the soap company, I believe was founded in Switzerland in like 1861 or something to that effect. But Mr. Dove's true passion was his wife's chocolate. And she decided after they had made, after they, had started selling the soap pretty good, they were like, she's like, I think we should also make this chocolate. And so that's how the Dove Chocolate Company and the Dove Soap Company came to be.
You know what? I would believe you if I wasn't Googling it at the same time as you were saying that.
He fact checking you.
I was like, man, that's a good story.
Real time fact checking.
No, I thought first of all, I was like, man, as you started, I was like, that's a very interesting story. I gotta read this, and then I looked at it, and I was like, oh wait a minute, that's not what happened.
Sounded good though, didn't it?
No, it sounded phenomenal. That's why I was just like, wow. I was like, this is pretty cool.
Thank you very much.
Good job. But
thank you.
Now the Dove chocolate or the ice cream, not the soap. They're coming out with a new ice cream, 2 new ice cream flavors, which I didn't know if they were still actually selling stuff. But they have a variety that's already hitting the freezer out at major retail stores. And I'm trying to look in the store. Oh, here we go. Hot Fudge Sundae, which don't they already do? Anyway, they do chocolate already.
I hope that's a name of
Tell me they're getting ready to drop the corn chip feet ice cream bar.
Oh boy, please! I hope not.
Please not. Don't give them no ideas, man. Please don't do that. Yeah, please let's not do that. And I was trying to see what the other flavor was, and my story just went away. Anyway, so yeah, look at the grocery stores for the new flavor from Dove, which I didn't know they were 2 separate companies for some reason. I don't know what I was thinking. Let's see, and yeah, that's pretty much it. It's been a long day. That's all you're gonna get for me today. So there you get.
That's all. Hey, that's all you need to know for the more you know.
AJ, you want to talk about some more hemp bill?
Oh Lord, yeah, no. That was interesting.
Oh, April Marie came in hot.
She did, and the text line, boys, they were lighting her up.
I bet it was even hotter.
It was. Yeah,
What was April Marie's stance?
Yeah, what's her stance on
it? She was actually for the bill.
I figured as much.
Yeah, she was for the bill. So
yeah.
Anyway, so yeah, if anyone wants to talk about that or anything else, let us know 205-545-9950 or 205-44-BREAD. Will, what you got going on today?
I'm just heading out for a little bit with the wife.
Okay. I like how he's being secretive about it, because normally he'll be like, yeah, we about to do this and that, and he's like, Nope.
No, we ain't been down to the lake in a minute, so we're just gonna cruise down there for a couple days, check on things, and get ready for the summer lake season and whatnot. Make preparations.
Okay. All
Little
right. I
vacay.
see why
Okay.
you're being discreet. Okay, we see
Nice.
we see what's going on. Anyway, well, you enjoy yourselves. Y'all have fun.
Straight up.
But
Yeah.
that's the plan.
Yeah, I know.
That's the plan. Little cool water, no children.
Oh yeah, well, you should have a lot of fun then.
Oh man, it's gonna be another
What?
little Will walking around.
Right.
Here.
I tell you what, probably not, but it won't be for a lack of trying.
The effort will be there.
I think that's all locked up and taken care of. But
So that
who
that
knows?
ship sailed a long time ago.
Yeah,
What?
Yeah.
I just
got
can't
some-
wait
I
for
got some
Darren to
Michael
have
Phelps
kids.
type, I know.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
so awesome.
Yeah.
Look, his
yes.
son's gonna come out and be like wine, wine.
No, he just gets to hear us. He gets to hear us kind of lament about it, and he's just starting this journey. And
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
and I do not envy that in the slightest.
I know you do. Yeah. I know y'all don't. Yeah. Yeah.
No. But I'm just saying, like, when baby comes out, like if doctor just like it's a little extra slippery and like she like falls a little bit down to the floor and like smacks her hands on the floor, her eyes are just gonna pop open and she's gonna be like,
Oh, she's coming out
it'll
performing.
just be like the patting the baby on the back to make them to clear the fluid and the whatnot. Yeah, she's gonna come out singing some 90s R&B.
She come out. She come from belting. She gonna come out belting them notes out.
Yeah.
That's what I'm
That's
talking about.
funny.
Some Monica or something.
Hey, you might. Hey, but I'm gonna.
Maybe some brandy.
Hey, probably because I'm putting the headphones on my stomach, so we gonna.
Hey, look, I did that with all three of our kids.
And now they can't. Now they can't hear nothing. Like what? All right, let's take this first break, and as we move along here on Breaking Bread, 205-545-9950 or 205-44 is Breaking Bread here on Talk 99.5.
You're listening to Breaking
Mike's out.
Today's show, Highway 280, next to Bailey Brothers Music. Go get you some vapes and some CBD and some Delta 8 and all that stuff. As long as they can sell it to you, they're going to sell it to you. They're going to check your ID just like they're supposed to. They're going to do all the things that they're supposed to. They're one of the best run vape and slash flower shops in the state of Alabama, and they're about to lose their livelihood because, you know, people in a gas station who should never be selling a product can't check an ID. Pretty stupid. But Vapor Forge, great people, man. We're incredibly grateful to Tony and Amy for all their years of support, and I'm gonna keep supporting them. They're gonna keep fighting, and we're just gonna see what happens. VaporForge.com for more information. VaporForge.com.
Can I just want to say something about that real quick. You know, Tony and Amy, they did it right. You know, doing everything they were supposed to do, and did it for a good cause. You know, and I'm gonna talk about just Will for a second because, you know, when I first met Will, you were smoking like a chimney, and you made a decision to say, you know,
2.5 packs a day.
Right, and you made a decision for yourself and was trying to find a way to stop that the thing you were doing with the cigarettes. And so I know you reached out to Tony and said, hey, what can you do? And he really just sat down with you and just told you the benefits, you know, from his experience, because he was a smoker as well too, and what vaping does. And so when you have a business like that really just caters, because he could just be selling stuff just to sell stuff, but
he could.
He was doing it to really make a difference in people's lives, to help them live longer, to feel better. You know, I know we talk about it, but that's what the passion behind Vapor Forge was all about. And you got people in Montgomery who don't understand, that didn't talk to people like Tony and Amy and all the great other businesses that said, hey, you know, what can we do to really hone in this industry? Instead of just like writing this umbrella of a bill to say, all right, we're going to shut everybody down and this is how we're going to control this aspect, knowing that some of these other bills is done by the cigarette manufacturers. Like, how come no one sat there and talked to these small business owners and said, hey, this is how you do it?
And that's the crappy part, is that they did talk to them. You know, and the lobby on that side of the bill was strong. But, you know, Amy spent countless hours on a daily basis down in Montgomery pleading their case and talking to people. But at the end of the day, big pharma, for-profit prisons, and big tobacco stuffed enough money in the representatives' pockets to shut it down.
Pretty much.
And that's just the way it is. Agree, don't agree. You know, look, man, I have zero problem with people who were just as passionate on the other side of the occasion. Like you said, April, I don't have no beef with April and Marie because we don't agree. We just don't agree.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? She thinks that that's the best decision for, you know, for her kids to not be around it and this and that and the other. And I don't even know her reason, so I won't begin to speculate. But at the end of the day, you know, no, man, I thought we were the freedom-loving state of Alabama, but it's just more proof that we're just.
It's more dangerous. It's more dangerous if you're getting them from a gas station and you're underage versus going somewhere like Vapor Forge, where you are properly put in the right positions to purchase this type of stuff.
Well, and all of their products, you know, everybody who's on the board and on the up and up selling the Delta 8, the 9, the 10, the stuff that was legal under the Farm Bill.
Yes.
You know, that was one of Amy's big points, was that all the flour that they have at the store has been independently tested by 3 certified governmental organizations to say that this flour is just this. This is the potency of it. Well, you're forcing a bunch of people back out onto the street, and
that's what
I know people who have bought bags of weed on the street legally, just very recently, like last week recently, that ended up deciding to just throw it away because it didn't look, taste, and smell right.
Well, look, I'm gonna just say knowledge is power. I mean, if you're gonna sit there and buy your edibles at a gas station, I mean,
Man, that's on you.
that's a risk you're
on
gonna
you.
take on your own. I mean, but don't fault me because I did it the right way and I went to a reputable establishment who does the research and make sure that the products that they have in their store that they're selling out to the public is certified and within the guidelines that it needs to be in. And Joe Blow over here decided to go the easy, cheap route and go to a gas station and then end up getting something that they didn't want to get or shouldn't get. So that's up on them. You know, it's called free will. It's called you making your own decisions. I don't need government to tell me what decision I need to make for myself. Let me do it. Anyway, that's enough of that.
I got something on the other side, though.
You suck, Montgomery.
Yes, passionate, AJ.
I was just about to say, hey, JD, I know you got a lot to say on that.
I wanted to call in so bad today.
We're going to get to that and more on the other side. 205-545-9950. Breaking Bread, Talk 99.5.
20 West.
Umbrellas in the mix, putting on the Ritz.
Welcome back into Breaking Bread, 205-545-9950, 205-44-BREAD. The reason why I'm playing Taco, because we're getting ready to talk to Wendy Jarvis of Taco Fest. But I just had a quick question. Is this considered like rap music right here?
You know,
he's kind of rhyming on beat.
he is, but I don't know if it's rap. I mean,
Let's talk to the hip-hop expert, JD.
Yeah, this is definitely a hybrid rap, rock, soul thing here. So
What?
So
What?
definitely,
He is an expert. Well, his taste of music and food
is a
has
wonderful
grown.
taste. It's grown. I like that, JD.
Look-
I like the
look.
description.
as very white, not to be confused with Barry White. That's my
We're
opinion.
not confusing. Yeah, we're not confusing you with Barry White.
Let me go and on that note, I'm gonna bring Miss Wendy Jarvis.
Wendy.
Last year we had her on and talking about Taco Fest. And real quick, so Wendy, I played Taco, put it on the Ritz. Would you consider that as a rap song?
I would not, but I am not an expert, so I will refer to JD, of course.
Oh man.
I love it. Hey, well, I appreciate you giving us a call here on Breaking Bread. I know last year Taco Fest was a success, and we're looking forward to this year as well too. So tell us what day Taco Fest is going to be happening.
Well, it is this coming Sunday at
Okay.
Sloth Furnaces, and it's from 1 p.m. to 7 p.m. And if you want to buy the special early entry ticket, you can come in at noon and have the whole place pretty much to yourself.
Ooh. So, you have
Is
a
there
lot
gonna
of
be a
different
bounce
food
house?
trucks. You said bounce house?
Yes. Can I get the bounce house to myself?
I think that'll be an easy thing for you to do, JD.
Sweet. I'm there.
Oh, now that would be fun to see.
Oh,
No,
yes.
no bounce house, but we do have an art market, and we got a whole bunch of 5 different community arts activities for kids and adults. And yeah, it's going to be a good time. There's going to be the salsa dancers have a big tent this year, and there's an amateur dance contest that y'all should definitely come and participate in. No dancing experience required, but it is a salsa Latin dance competition.
So you said dancing. I thought you meant like the chip and salsa. No, I was playing. I know what you're saying.
Of course.
Salsa dancing, yeah. We are going to have a new salsa vendor in our farmers market area this year.
Nice.
Pierce Farms will be back with their produce, and Jefferson County Master Gardeners are going to be there giving away free tomatoes and pepper plants for as long as they last. So there's a whole lot of fun going on in addition to 30 taco vendors.
I was just about to say
Ooh.
it's like how many food trucks is going to be there and vendors and stuff like that, and how many different tacos? I mean, because that's going to be a lot of tacos.
A whole
A lot of tacos. Well, there's a wide variety, and we have. If you get the early entry ticket, you can watch the taco judging that happens in the shed over by the spray pond, and there'll be a winner selected from beef, chicken, pork, and specialty. And then, of course, there's People's Choice that goes on throughout the day where you can scan a QR code and vote for your favorite taco vendor.
Wait a minute. So do y'all need more judges? I'm just saying because I guess my judge entry was lost in the mail because I would have loved to be a judge.
Yeah, that
Oh my gosh. Well, please email us and we'll get you on the list.
Okay.
We're always looking for new judges.
Oh,
You know,
yes.
next year we should judge as a crew. The Breaking Bread crew should judge Taco Fest next year.
I'm a professional
we have to
taco
talk
eater.
to our director about that, but at least one of you could certainly be a judge.
Okay,
for
I mean,
sure.
one of us. Yeah.
Hey, look, we're gonna do rock paper scissors.
Right.
You know what? This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna do a taco eating contest, and whoever wins
Oh.
can be a judge.
Oh, y'all,
I like it.
Y'all fried.
Yes.
It's over with.
Yeah.
I'm gonna smoke y'all.
You could even eat 30 chicken nuggets. What are you talking about?
I got close.
You
I
ate-
got like 17.
Look, I'm just going to show up.
That's more than half.
Well, JD said he's just going to show
I'm going
up.
to just show up
Now,
and say, Wendy told me I could be a judge, and then just, y'all eat all the
Yeah,
tacos
gonna
you
give
want.
me trouble?
Now, is this benefiting something? Why don't you tell us what this is going for?
Yeah, so the general admission advance tickets are $10,
Mhm.
and day of is $15, and that money benefits Bare Hands Inc., which is the nonprofit arts organization that puts on Taco Fest.
Mm-hmm.
It's one of our primary fundraisers, and we do one of the biggest public event that we've put on for over 20 years is in November when we do the Day of the Dead inspired commemoration, which is a remembrance for lost loved ones, but it is music and art and giant puppets and a parade and a whole lot of stuff that goes on. And this November 2nd will be our 23rd time to do that. And in addition, we do arts classes and workshops around Birmingham. And in February of this year, after like 20 years of renting warehouses and galleries in various places, we bought our very first piece of property.
Hey,
Congratulations.
Congratulations
Awesome.
on that. That's
Thank
awesome.
you. So long time effort, and it is a former church building in Woodlawn that was built about 1914, and it has been partially renovated. So our goal for the next year is to finish the renovation and open Bare Hands Community Arts Center sometime next year.
Nice.
So that's our
Nice.
big
Real.
push for the next year, and we're thrilled.
And this is going to be, no matter if rain or shine, the event's going to go on regardless.
Yes, rain or shine, and we certainly are hoping and praying for a break in the weather forecast
Yes.
so we can have a great event.
All right, and tell them one more time. It's going to be at Sloss Furnace this upcoming Sunday, 1 to 7. But Gates, you said open for early entry at noon, correct?
At noon, that is correct,
Yes.
and you can go to BirminghamTacoFest.org or BareHandsInc.org and purchase your tickets in advance because they're only $10 for general admission.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and shoot you an email about being a judge. So
Please
go ahead and
do
that.
it.
Yeah.
So, Wendy, I have a question. Maybe the most important question on this show.
Oh, yeah.
So, for a fried chicken taco,
Oh gosh.
Here we go.
is it a fried chicken taco if it doesn't have a bone in it?
Well, that sounds like a chicken tender taco, right?
Yes.
Well, no. Technically, it will be a fried chicken because I see where JD's going. That
Yeah.
Great Boss Stick alike. It is
Yeah.
a fried chicken.
A chicken breast.
Fried chicken taco because one, the chicken is fried, and two, you
Yep.
don't want to have bone in your taco.
Right.
Yeah, that could be pretty disastrous.
Yes.
That would not be easy to eat. Tacos
mean-
are supposed to be easy to eat, you see.
Nobody wants a bone-in taco.
No.
No, we don't.
No. That kind of
No.
defeats the purpose.
So,
I know.
mean,
Look, Will's about to call
Will-
in right
Will's
now.
hating life
talking
right
about-
He's hating it. You know what? I've been marinating on this all day long. And then when I found out that he was calling in, I was like, oh, yeah, I'm going to wait for him to drop. Bring
Did
this
ask that
up.
question. All right, so and I got another. Wendy, what makes a good taco?
Yes. I need to know.
Oh, well, I kind of like just basic, authentic
Mhm.
tacos, but in the modern day, I mean, you get into the specialty tacos and you can get all kinds of outside the box thinking.
Yeah. Yeah,
But
I've been seeing that.
I am really partial to fish tacos and pork tacos. Those are my favorite.
Okay.
Now,
A
what
little
makes a
bit
good fish and what makes a good fish taco? Like, what is like the cilantro, the sauce, or the cooking of the meat?
To me, you got to have a really nice piece of whitefish, and it has to be fried just right.
Okay.
But a little bit of like a spicy slaw.
Okay.
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah, and a lot of lime juice. Yeah,
Whitefish, he
so
said.
and
Wendy.
on a corn tortilla. Mhm.
Okay, I was just gonna ask Wendy, are
Mm.
you doing hard shells or soft shells? Soft shells.
I like soft and corn.
soft
I
and
think
corn.
flour
okay.
tortillas are great, but yeah, I like corn tortillas best.
Okay.
See, I'm still growing on the corn tortilla. I know that's the proper way
That's
to
the proper
actually
way, yes,
to
it
do
is,
it, but
yes.
I'm a soft tortilla.
That's that
type of guy.
American taco.
That's okay.
Yes.
Right
Okay.
there.
Taco salad.
Right.
Right, full of
All right.
carbs. Get you one of those.
Wendy,
corn
I got
tacos.
one for you. I got one for you,
Yeah?
Wendy.
What's that?
Are we doing a street taco? So that's the cilantro. That's the
Wait a minute, say cilantro again.
cilantro.
It's cilantro.
I said cilantro. You tried it.
What's cilantro? What is that?
Anyway, we talking the full, authentic lemon lime street taco, or you are more of a Americanized taco?
I like street tacos. Yeah.
Okay.
And you'll see a lot of that at Taco Fest, and they put a lot of the most of the vendors have a big long display of the things you can add. You can make it as spicy as you want, as much
Okay.
lime or cilantro, so they really let you dress it in ways that most of them will let you dress it how you want, and I really like that.
Hey, I'm gonna just say this too. Bring comfortable shoes, and
Mhm.
bring your patient because
Take your patience, people.
look, it's going to be some lines there, and there's going to be some good food, and partake of all the beverages there.
So
Safely
Yeah.
though.
yeah, safe.
But just make sure you just
Yeah.
enjoy yourself, enjoy some tacos, support all the artists, and know that the money that you're spending there is going to help out a good cause. So, one more time, where can people get tickets and more information about Taco Fest?
They can go to BirminghamTacoFest.org or BareHandsInc.org and get tickets and more information and come enjoy. And I should shout out to our wonderful sponsors, Rubio Law Firm, Buffalo Rock and Pepsi, and Patron and Tito's.
Yes.
Yes, yes.
Let me
yes.
some
Yeah,
Tito's.
plenty of beverages to enjoy with your tacos.
There you go. And that's the only way you can do it. You got to do it right. So, Wendy, hey, thank you so much for being here on Breaking Bread.
Thanks for having me. Appreciate it.
Yes,
All
ma'am.
right.
Thank
see
you.
ya.
Will do.
Thank you,
will do.
Wendy. Thank you.
Man, I'm hungry now. I kind of want some
Man,
tacos.
Come on
Right?
now.
Man, aren't y'all supposed to be cooking a pizza tomorrow?
We're supposed to, but the pizza guy with the pizza
Decided.
oven, with all the pizza
Is-
ingredients, with all the
is-
knowledge to make said pizza,
Is
at-
it late?
is at the lake. And so I don't.
I don't think he played that out right. He just said, "Hey, we're gonna make a pizza on Friday." And just says, "You know what? We're about to go to the lake."
I might give it a shot. Y'all,
You know
y'all
what? You
see
should.
a little easy bake oven pizza going on over here. I don't
Hey,
know.
come on
Yeah.
now.
Until I see JD run, like, oh crap, and he forgets that he catches the studio on fire. Like, hey, bro.
I got fire extinguishers.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing but a thing.
Ain't nothing
Won't be
but
the
a
first
thing.
time. Won't be the last time.
But that was kind of funny yesterday when your workers, Cole and Matt, were like, "Yeah, we blew a fuse
There was
at
nothing-
the entire store."
There's nothing funny about that, sir.
What was your reaction?
Well, I mean, I wanted to kill all of them, but I mean, I had just heard the vacuum come on, and then I heard the screaming of a UPS that's the battery backups that are overloaded, and I mean, I instantly knew like which.
No, the funny part is, no, he because he said, "Who plugged up the vacuum cleaner to?"
In the power strip.
Already knew. Already knew.
100%. I mean,
That's hilarious.
to be fair, though, I mean, we've been here 2.5 years, going on 3 years, and that's not happened since we've been here.
Okay.
And I'm running the UPS a little bit weird because I ran like a really long power cable out to the front so that all that stuff could be on backup without having to have like a loud, because the IT gear is pretty loud. So I wanted it, obviously in the back, and so it's just the fact that like there are plugins everywhere, and the gymnastics that they had to go through to get that vacuum plugged into the power strip under and it was Cole that plugged it in. He's like 9 feet tall. Like he had to get down on the ground down there. It
was just crazy.
Well,
Yeah,
I hope they got
it
clean
happened.
whatever they was trying to clean.
It looked good.
All right.
It really did.
Before we went to the last break, before we get to this break, I know JD said you wanted to get something off your chest real quick.
Yeah, so about this vape thing. So I'm a big fan of adults being able to do adult things, but I have a little different take on this because number one, and Tony and Amy are doing it right, actually, in terms of their activism, I guess, if you want to call it that, they being involved. But there's like 4.5 million people in this state, right? And
Yeah.
and it seems like there's a lot of people that are upset about this. But nobody runs for office, right? There's always an excuse. And I've run for office, right? And I get it. It's tough. Don't get me wrong. But there is a level of, if you want these things the way that you want them, you have to do more than just complain about it, right? Go run for office. Do these things, right? And get in these spots where you can affect this change. I mean, that is just huge to me. The other thing is that, the whole idea here that after COVID, we shouldn't trust anything. When anybody says anything about, we want to make sure it's safe, or we want to know what's in it, or any of this nonsense, right? Like, there's no amount of testing. The FDA coming in and testing this stuff, or the ABC board, or whatever Meemaw's doing up there, I don't know, or down there in Montgomery. But the idea that we should trust anything that the FDA or what health departments or any of this sort of stuff are saying, it really that shouldn't be an argument, right? Because safe and effective was a lie, right? Everything about COVID, everything about the shots, all the things, it was just nonsense. And so there is no level of making an argument that we need to make it, we need to have this organization doing this, or maybe once we get this testing or that testing or what, it's nonsense, every bit of it. And so I can wrap my head around both sides, because I don't necessarily enjoy everywhere I go now. It just smells like weed, right? But that's indicative of another problem. Our parents nowadays have lost their minds. They don't teach their children to do anything, right? They don't teach them to respect anybody else.
What they do teach them is somebody else's fault.
Right.
Yes. They don't teach them accountability.
Right. There's no personal accountability. There's none of this stuff out there anymore, right? And so yeah, I can get why selling the flower and all that sort of stuff, because you just drive down the road and it's like, you know what? Like I don't necessarily want my kids, in that. I don't want them in smoke either.
But here's the thing, even with the weed stuff, man, that's been going on for years.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
before
it's like
it was quote unquote legal.
Yeah, but let me tell you, like the you smell it everywhere now. I mean, it is absolutely everywhere because people they can't just do the stuff in their house or whatever. I mean, it's just absolutely everywhere, and you smell it going down the interstate. Right? I can smell it going down the interstate.
What part of the city you're on, you can.
Yep.
It doesn't matter. It does not matter where I've been. Like probably once a day, I get a whiff of it while I'm driving in the truck. Right. So I can wrap my head around some of this stuff. But there, at some level, like, look, you're gonna adults. I mean, let adults be adults. We should not be legislating it's for the children if it saves one life. This stuff just isn't true, right? There's all kinds of things that happen or that are approved that kill people all the time, right? And earlier, I think it was on Leland, guy called in and he was talking about, he's obviously for it, and trying different strains and stuff. I've never been on antidepressants, but I know people that are. And even the doctors, when they put people on these antidepressants, they're like, oh, well, let's just try this for a few weeks and see how it works. Yeah. Oh, well, we'll change your dose here. So they don't know anything either.
Yeah,
right? It's all guesswork.
And then you see the commercial, and half of the commercial is 2 minutes of like all the crazy stuff that could happen.
Right, exactly.
This particular drug. Let's hold on to that thought, because we got to take this last break, and I'll let you finish up on the other side. You're listening to Breaking Bread here on Talk 99.5.
You're listening to Break.
I pulled out of Pittsburgh, rolling down the eastern seaboard.
Welcome back into Breaking Bread. Oh, I forgot to talk about BM Broker. We're getting close to the end of the show.
Yeah, you need to talk about them.
BMBroker.com, BHAMBroker.com, Craig and Keith. Look, if you're looking to trade in that vehicle, maybe you want to get a little extra cash in that bank account of yours, and you don't want to go to the dealership because you already know they're going to lowball you. I mean, that's their job. That's what they're supposed to do. At the end of the day, it is a business. But if you want a professional that's going to help you secure that bag, hey, reach out to Birmingham Broker. BMBroker.com, BHAMBroker.com. And I see some clouds coming in. Hey, you see that leak in that roof? Hey, you need to go ahead and get you that free roof inspection at NotoRoofing.com. NotoRoofing.com, NotoRoofing.com. All right, we got about 30 seconds. Anything else you want to say before we get out of here, JD?
Man, I don't even want to get started again. My blood pressure's going to get up. Because here's the thing. At the end of the day, this is our fault. Nobody wants to get involved until the end until we're right before the finish line, and you can't do that, and it's just hard work. Nobody wants to do that. Nobody wants to put in.
Nobody
the
wants to
hours.
run, and we keep voting for the same people in the same office that's been there for 500 years.
So we bring this on ourselves.
That's it. All right, that's it. See you tomorrow. Love everybody. Be the people. We're out.
Peace.